The following will demonstrate correct administration procedures for the weekly calendar planning activity. This video should be used in conjunction with the WCPA manual and follows parts 1 through 3 of the WCPA training series. It is assumed that you have viewed these materials prior to viewing this video. The following will provide a full demonstration of how to correctly set up and administer the weekly calendar planning activity. This activity involves entering this list of appointments into this blank calendar. You can enter the appointments in any order in the weekly schedule, but you have to enter the entire or complete appointment. So if you look here, if the appointment is a meeting with Mary, you would not just enter meeting and you would not just enter Mary, you would enter meeting with Mary. You also need to mark the exact time needed on the weekly schedule. So for this 30-minute appointment from 9:30 to 10, they indicated that's in half an hour by adding the box. It's more important for you to be accurate than to go too fast, and you'll have some rules to follow. So the rules are that once you have entered an appointment into the weekly calendar, you cannot cross it out. You should also keep track of the time, and I want you to tell me when it is 2:26. The next rule is that you must leave Wednesday free. So don't schedule any appointments on Wednesday. Next, the rule is to not answer any questions from me during the activity. I'm going to try to ask you things that have nothing to do with this. Just ignore me. And if I have something important to ask you, I'll say timeout. Finally, the last rule is to tell me when you're finished. Try to be as efficient as possible. It's more important to be accurate than to go too fast. We'll keep the directions and rules here so you can refer to them at any time. So let's quickly review the directions and the rules.
Once you have entered an appointment into the calendar, you cannot cross it out. Tell me when it is 2:26. Leave Wednesday free. Do not answer any questions from the examiner during the activity. Tell the examiner when you're finished.
Okay, so once we begin, I cannot answer any more questions. I can only restate the directions. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, let's begin. Do you know what the weather's supposed to be like tomorrow?
I think it's supposed to be... Wait a second, I'm not supposed to be answering you. Oh man, I made a mistake. What should I do?
Try to handle it the best way that you can. Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have 2 dogs. There's Molly, she's 3, and Sam, he's 2. Do you have any pets?
No.
Have you ever had any pets?
No. What day is your birthday?
March 25th. Coming up soon.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be sure that I understand everything you wrote in the calendar. Can you please tell me what you wrote here?
Oh, my hand was getting a little tired at the end. This is where I scheduled to visit my cousin.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions about how you went about doing the task and to rate your performance. Do you do tasks like this on a regular basis?
Yeah.
How do you go about keeping track of your own appointments and errands?
I keep them in a calendar.
What kind of a calendar?
I put them in a small calendar that I keep in my bag. I cross off appointments after I finish with them.
Can you explain how you went about doing this task?
I just put appointments in the calendar.
Did you use any special strategies or methods?
I don't think I did anything special.
Well, I noticed that you crossed off Wednesday. Can you tell me more about that?
Oh yeah, I couldn't put any appointments on Wednesday, so I crossed it off so I didn't have to think about it.
Is there anything else you did to help yourself keep track?
Yeah, I put marks on the sheet to help me keep track.
Can you tell me a little more about that? Let's take a look.
Well, I crossed some appointments off at first, but then I decided to put check marks.
Did you encounter any challenges or difficulties while doing this task?
A little bit.
Can you tell me what part of this activity was most challenging?
I had trouble organizing the appointments because some of them had choices, and I had trouble keeping track of where to put them.
I noticed that after you scheduled the dinner appointment, you stopped for a minute. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I realized I put the dinner appointment on the wrong place, so I had to cross it off and schedule the movies for Thursday.
Okay. Would you do anything differently next time?
Yeah, I would go slower and just stick to one method, like checking off, so I don't confuse myself.
Okay. Here are just a few self-ratings that ask you about the task and how you performed. Could you please fill this out?
Here you go.
Okay, we're all done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more information on the WCPA, please visit multicontext.net. This concludes the Part 4 Correct Administration Procedures Training video. A special thanks to the Mercy College Media Studies program and Professor Louis Grasso for their assistance and support with this project. This was a collaborative effort that involved many different students and professionals, and we appreciate the support we received from the Media Studies program at Mercy College.